because the only way to keep our vessel clean is to be aware of religion, and our religion has to be spiritual in order to be true instrument of the Eucharist. If you are not a person that brought spirituality to your Catholic religion, you're not an instrument of the Eucharist the way the Holy Spirit wants you to be. Because the Holy Spirit wants you to be empty of self. Empty of self. And this is something very important to understand. Because in the rules of perfection that the fathers of the church teach us, one of them is dying to self. See, so important. And you know, we live in a world where our society is teaching us totally the opposite. That's why Eastern pagan philosophies are so popular in Western Christianity. Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, and all of the isms that lead you to the abysm, because that's what it is. And what happens is a syncretism where our theology and the gospel itself is diluted and taken into a worldly philosophy of self-realization. And we are not about self-realization. We are about Christ. Christ-centeredness, not self-realization. See, a lot of the modern psychology today works with mental control techniques and all of this that turns us into gods, making us believe that everything is in us to do whatever we want to do. And it's in me. The power is in me. That's what Eastern philosophies are all about, and modern psychology feeds from these Eastern philosophies. And we as Christians have to be so aware of this, because this is a subliminal, polluting, contaminating spirit, the spirit of the world that is so astute, because it's the spirit of Satan. And it's always mingling and always permeating our senses, instincts, and reasons. So when we read, when we watch a movie, when we hear, when we browse through the social media, the spirit of the world is always trying to sneak in, always trying to bring in information that will take your peace away, information that will lead you into a different direction of Christian centeredness. And this is our battle and our vigil. We have to be vigilant, and we have to be awake and understand the challenges that we have. We have to be so awakened, because the devil is constantly knitting this web of perdition and confusion and the alternatives. And we have the titles of these enemies in our face. And still, I get mail all the time from people asking me, is there anything wrong with alternative medicine? And I always say, when you hear the word alternative, you have to ask yourself, alternative to what? See? So it's like, is there an alternative to marriage? To the marriage we have been given by God? And the world will tell you, yes, there are many alternatives. Man with man, woman with woman. Now 3 or 4 people can marry, and the 3 and 4 can adopt children, and it goes endlessly. And all the genders that we have, because these are ideologies, philosophies of the world. And the devil is constantly creating new avenues to divert you from the center of Christ.